All right, this is Ubaid on behalf of Electronics, and in this video, we're going to be talking about a concept called bailouts. Now, when we talk about bailouts, we're talking about using taxpayers' money to stop the economic conditions from deteriorating any further, from declining any further. So if a country is going into an inflationary economy, a bailout may be necessary. If a country may be going into a recessionary economy, a bailout may be necessary. Now, this is different than lender of last resort, because for a lender of last resort, you have the central bank. For bailouts, governments, they form certain organizations such as the homeowners Loan Corporation, or HOLC. These organizations, they use taxpayers' money to help businesses, individuals, and even government institutions to some extent. So bailouts, we're talking about, using taxpayers' money to help businesses and individuals such as homeowners. All right, and one such example, as I said, during the Great Depression, this was the Homeowners Loan Corporation, also known as HOLC. So we talked about monetary policies. When monetary policies, when they fail, when these central banks impose monetary policies and they act as a lender of last resort. However, if these monetary policies, if they fail, what's going to end up happening is, the governments, will form some sort of institutions. And these institutions will technically bail out individuals, businesses, and even government organizations. When it comes to bankruptcy, when it comes to liquidation, so on and so forth. So if a business is going bankrupt, these institutions can provide some kind of funding. If homeowners are not able to pay their mortgages, these institutions can refinance their loans. And that's exactly what HOLC did during the Great Depression. They helped the homeowners by refinancing the loan and refinancing it in such a way that the terms were in the favor of the homeowner. Which means they were able to pay their mortgages on time, and they were able to take advantage of low interest loans. All right, so this has to do with homeowners who had negative equity in their homes. All right, so this would be an example of bailouts. Another example of bailouts would be your Reconstruction Finance Corporation during the Great Depression. And what ended up happening was the federal government, they used $500 million or so of taxpayers' money, to make this corporation. And these corporations, they lent out something like $2 billion in low-interest loans to banks that were at the verge of bankruptcy. Banks, they were being dissolved. As well as railroads and other businesses. So the other example that we talked about, this is your Reconstruction Finance Corporation. All right, so that would be it when it comes to bailouts. On behalf of Electronics, this is Ubaid. Have yourself a great day.